Guys, welcome to my show, welcome to my kitchen. Today we have this fabulous recipe that's so Puerto Rican. I was brought up on this recipe as a dessert, but I just started making it because I really wanted to tackle this recipe and turn it into a sugar-free version. The recipe itself is naturally gluten-free. Now, it's a traditional Puerto Rican recipe called Tembleque. It's fabulous. What is Tembleque? Even Puerto Ricans have been like taking surveys in the street. I'm like, excuse me, do you know what Tembleque is? And they're straight up Puerto Rican. They're like, I don't know. Tembleque is a coconut pudding. It is so delicious. I remember my grandmother making it when I was a little girl. It's fabulous. It's delicious. It's such a unique texture to it. A mix of like gelatin pudding. It's beautiful. My recipes are lower in fat and low in sugar. Now, coconut has such wonderful health properties. It's an antioxidant, it's good for the skin, it's good for the hair, good for arthritis, it's good for diabetes, it's good for obesity, it's a healthy fat, it breaks down in the body much better, much healthier. Coconut is fabulous. And then I love the taste of coconut. Camera person, right? You're Latina too. Are you a fan of coconut?
I love it.
I'm loca for coco.
I even use coconut smelling shampoo. I love coconut.
I love coconut candy, coconut cake, coconut poppies. I love the cocoa of the poppy. Hello! A veces coco papito. Ay, Dios mío, me estoy poniendo caliente ya. Just thinking about poppies and coco. Poppies and coco. Poppies and coco. Poniendo caliente ya. Just thinking about poppies and coco. Poppies and coco. Poppies and coco. So we're gonna stick to. Okay, now Soraya sobre das Fierce Cooking Show, right? Low sugar, low fat, alright? High fiber. Because usually people put straight up coconut milk and they do Coco Lopez, which is so delicious, right? But you know how much sugar is in Coco Lopez? For Soraya Sobreta's version, okay, I'm not a big fan of Trader Joe's, but I found in Trader Joe's, because I did a little bit of research, they have a sugar-free coconut cream. Okay, now that's cute. I love this. So I'm not a big fan of Trader Joe's or Whole Foods because I remember back in the day when I was doing research on healthy foods, there was nothing but cute little health food stores. They used to go and get personalized service and no one would follow you. They wouldn't think that I was stealing anything. You know, they'd be like, oh, can we help you? And they're like, oh, well, why don't you try this? Or why don't you try that? A lot of what I have learned is from going to small health food stores and just asking a few questions and being guided. I'm sure in Whole Foods and Trader Joe's you might get that, but you wait on a freaking long line with somebody behind the counter waving a number. I'm like, I can't deal with that. And plus, I come from small businesses. My mom and dad had a bodega, you know, small mom and pop stores. Now all those small little health food stores that I used to go to are gone. On the same street, you know what's there? Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. So big box businesses, they're great, but you know, the little guys are gone, you know, so that makes me sad because my mother and father had a little mom and pop and I had a little record store too. And then Sam Goody comes or Barnes and Nobles comes and you're out of business. Anyway, okay, I did my spiel on small business. So please everybody, support small businesses, okay, really, don't forget about them because they're really the ones who bring up the trends that Whole Foods and Trader Joe's follows and makes billions of dollars on, and those little stores are gone, and it makes me so sad. But Trader Joe's gets props today. Alright, let's flip the coin because they have this fabulous coconut cream which I showed you. And then their version of light coconut milk, I kissed it. You know why? Because this has the lowest fat. I made it with the Trader Joe's Light, Rebecca darling, right? And with their coconut cream that has no sugar. And I add my Soraya Sobreta's magic love and passion for healthy Latino food. It comes out so delicious. So, the base for this recipe, here we go. 1 can of Trader Joe's Light coconut milk. You could do the other coconut milk if you want to, but if you want to concentrate on low fat, then do the light. Their coconut cream is absolutely fabulous and has no sugar, okay? Then we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of Truvia sweetener, okay? A 1/2 cup of Truvia sweetener, because this, we're not using sugar and this sweetens just like sugar, and it's lower in calories, assimilates slowly, more slowly into the body, it's more fabulous than white sugar. You know I don't use white sugar up in this plate, I don't use regular sugar. And then cornstarch. You add a 1/2 cup to 2/3 cup, depending on how firm you want your tembleque to be. Now, I'm a nasty girl. I like my stuff firm, honey. Okay, hello. I like it, the firmer the better. If it's too jiggly, that's cute, but I like it firm. I have enough jiggly here, okay? When I eat my tembleque, I want a little firmness. Almost like a silken tofu. Everybody has their preference. So legend has it that you use a 1/2 cup of cornstarch And actually, I want to give props to Bob's Red Milk because I love his products. And it's naturally gluten-free. Take the camera, look, mira, dice ahí, gluten Puerto Rican free. I'm full of Puerto Rican honey, but this is gluten-free. Bob, I love you. Tú eres un viejito, but I love you. I really don't go for older guys, but you are hot. Doing about a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of vanilla to the mix, and we're gonna sprinkle with fabulous cinnamon, okay? All right, that's really basically the recipe. Those are the ingredients. And then we're gonna use some butter flavor cooking spray. Some people don't do it, but I do. I just want to make sure the tembleque comes out of the pan. Now, if you want to fill this pan, then double the recipe. Now this, oh wait a minute. This caldero, we have to bless this caldero, okay? My mother gave me this caldero, and I know that this caldero made food for my brothers and sisters when we were little. And my dad, who's no longer here, God bless him. All right? And my grandmother, and I'm sure a lot of family gatherings and holidays, she made rice in here like it was going out of style, and it was always delicious. So that caldero has been around, honey. And she's lovely. So now we bless the caldero. And now we're gonna go into this recipe. We added a can of the coconut cream, no sugar, a can of the light coconut milk. So now this recipe is so simple. We're gonna like start really moving into it. You need a whisk. We're gonna add the sugar. Okay, now like right now I have the liquid ingredients at like low medium. So what you want to do with this is very important, especially with the cornstarch, that you add the cornstarch in at low to medium. Right now what you want to do is just get that cream of coconut, the coconut milk. You want them to dance together. You want them to say, hey, what's up? You're light. Oh, I'm not light, but I'm light and I'm lower fat. And then the coconut cream says, well, you know what? I'm coconut cream and I got all the flavor and the fat, and you know what, girl? I'm sugar free. So they're like saying, oh, what's up? What's up? Okay, we're hanging out today. Good. That's nice. What are we doing? Oh, we're gonna do a tembleque. Oh, that's fabulous. So that's what they're saying to each other. And then the truvia sweetener say, hey girls, what's going on? I'm like a low calorie sweetener that's natural. They're like, oh, they're like, we're gonna have a party. They're like, yeah. So since the party's just getting started, you want to do low medium. And then we're going to bring up the heat when the cornstarch comes, because that's Bob's Red Milk. He's like, mira, ¿qué está pasando aquí, ha? Oh, this recipe makes me so happy, as you can tell. So now, the sweetener is in, the half a cup of the truvia, okay? And that's on low medium. Let's check. Yeah, because we don't want that to get too high. Because Soraya is already high on life and high on this recipe. I just love this recipe. So now we have the vanilla. But it's about 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Here we go. Yeah, nice. So we put that in there like that, right? Big deal. That's easy. It's such an easy recipe. And you know, I'm going to do old school like Junita Perez's mom used to do. I loved when she used to do that.
Ojo.
Girl, todo ojo. So you get that all nice and cute, right? Lovely. The vanilla. We just added a teaspoon of salt. We added the half a cup of truvia, a can of light coconut milk, and a can of coconut cream with no sugar. So now the cornstarch is very important, okay? What you want to do is just gradually add the cornstarch. Now this is a half a cup of cornstarch, okay? So you're going to really need to work your muscles here. This part of the recipe though is simple. It is a little bit like you gotta work it. You don't want this to lump. You want it to be smooth as possible. So you just add the cornstarch, right? And then as you add it, you whisk. You do the best you can, okay? But don't just throw it all in there. Add some, then whisk away. Okay? And see how that's coming together. You want to get everything off the sides, yeah. And now we just have a little bit left, so now we're going to really go into it. And we still have it on low. Alright, so now I'm going to put this away. Now you're going to watch Soraya work her muscles, darling. Yes, mommy. This is when you work it. This is when the gym workouts, you see the benefits of it. So you can really work this. Think about the papichulo that's going to come over and have some of this. Think about how you're going to feed it into his lovely, gorgeous, masculine mouth. How he's going to say, oh, Soraya, this is so delicious. Oh my God, I love you. What? This is sugar free? Yes, honey. So now the coconut milk, coconut cream, they're dancing away. And because they're dancing away and Bob's Red Milk is in there, that cornstarch is getting hotter. Because Bob, he's kind of like on the down low, but he's a freak. this side. And then. So now you can come a little closer, camera. Lovely. Camera Rebecca. You see how it's getting thicker. So now as we keep stirring, we're going to bring up the heat. And when it starts bubbling, you know the action is really going on. We know, there it goes. You know that the coconut milk is doing its thing. The cornstarch is heating up. It's cooking. You got to cook that cornstarch. Okay, there you go. There you go. Just keep going at it. Just try to get it as smooth of a texture as possible. Keep going, get everything off the sides there. Okay, I think we're ready. See, now when you see it thick like that, it's like it's time. Give it a good stir. Now, I'm going to tell you a Soraya Sobreda's secret ingredient, boys and girls. You don't have to do this. You don't have to. But I like, for my tembleques, I don't know, a maple syrup. It's sugar-free, it's log cabin, which I feel is got the lowest carbs and the best taste. Oh my God, it's the best. This gives it a little bit of color, and it just rounds out the whole flavor. For whatever reason, it just, the coconut with the vanilla and then the maple just kind of brings it, it smooths it all out. You don't have to, that's optional. And you see what it does to the color? And you see, and then it gives it this cute little swirly thing. You know, because I don't like my tembleques like Snow White. You know, for me, if it's brown, I'm down. I want to see a little bit of color. I want to see this tembleque was out in the sun a little bit, hanging out, you know, like with the 2 coconut creams and Bob's Red Mill at the beach, you know, with the cornstarch. See how it gives it a little bit more color? Just makes it prettier, I think, you know. This also is optional. You don't have to spray the mold, but I do. And I use the butter flavor because it adds, again, a nice little smoothness of like fat. Okay, rounds out all of the flavor. Now this cools super fast. So we want to just, and I'm not one to burn myself. Things could be hot, honey, but so my hair gets burnt. And you just go ahead and pour it in the mold. Don't worry about it. It'll go to all the sides. It's so beautiful. You know, and right now you can eat this. It's almost like oatmeal night. I'm not gonna scrape the pot in front of all of you because you'll see me get messy. Because I will. I'll take a spoon, a finger. I feel great with that. And that's it. And this is, you put it in whatever mold you want. If you want to put them in separate dessert bowls, you can do that. I like this because it looks really pretty. And then leave this on the counter for 15 minutes. And then put it in the fridge. So for 15 minutes, you talk to your friend on the phone. You lick the pot. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave that on the counter. And then we're going to come back once it's cooled. Okay? Hi, we're back. It's the next day. Rebecca's still here. Oh, Rebecca! You
we had a sleepover.
You slept the whole night standing up with that camera. Oh my God! So now we have the tembleque. We're taking it out, and I already took it out of the mold. Look how beautiful she is. You see how lovely? Like, see, like how she's
shaky but firm.
Shaky but firm. I like putting a little bit more cornstarch in it. Now you see the yellow. It's the maple syrup. It gives it the beige, I should say. It gives it a nice color. What really does it, of course, is the cinnamon. You can never have tembleque without cinnamon. You just can't. You can't do it. So you just sprinkle some cinnamon. I'll do it from this side. Okay. Just sprinkle. It's nice. It's cute. Okay. And that's your tembleque. It's so simple. And I'm gonna sit down with the camera person and have a piece. This is Soraya Sobreda's. Super sexy, super fabulous, super desirable, wonderful, low-fat, sugar-free Puerto Rican Tembleque. Okay, darling, this is just a fabulous dish. I mean, you can have this for breakfast with coffee. It's definitely a dessert. It's more of a traditional holiday dessert. But I'm going to tell you something. But I brought some into work, and there's a Puerto Rican woman at work, and I'm like, hey, I'm making this tembleque. And she's like, oh, bring it. And she eats Goya tembleque. So I brought her the tembleque, right? And she eats a lot of like sugary. I'm not gonna get into it because she might watch this video and say, yo, you were talking about me. I want royalties on that tembleque. So she tasted tembleque, right? And she said, and her eyes rolled up in the air. She goes, oh my God, I feel like I'm in Miami. And that's what this is supposed to do, right? Rebecca, that's what a good meal is supposed to remind you of, some good times, or
take you back,
take you away, like Calgonite, like beam me up, Soraya, you know, like hágame ese tembleque and push the button and whew, I go to Puerto Rico like that. Because when I had this, I heard Bobby Capó, I heard all these great Puerto Rican musicians from the island, you know what I'm saying, Rebecca? I'm like, oh my God, this recipe is fabulous. So it's such a cool recipe. So right now we're gonna just stop for a moment, and then Rebecca and I are gonna sit down, and I really want Rebecca to try this because I want to see if it takes her anywhere. This recipe, tasting it brings her someplace else because it's such a fabulous, fabulous recipe. Let's do it this side with the palm tree. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. So now we're gonna have a taste test. We are testing my tembleque, okay? Rebecca.
I'm very anxious. I want to taste
go ahead,
it.
Taste.
Oh, honey. This is too much. This is so good.
Is it really?
Oh my
Keep
goodness.
eating more.
I will.
You have like so much that you're gonna take home with you.
If I don't speak too much,
That's okay.
I'm busy.
Okay, let me see.
I'm busy. It's delicious, honey.
Is it really? It came out really creamier than the other one that I did.
And I love the texture. Because it's firm, but it's still jiggly. It's kind of like you, honey. You're firm, but you're jiggly.
Yes, darling. Jiggly in the right place, honey. And I didn't have to pay anything for my jiggliness. It came naturally.
Just like your tembleque.
Yes, honey. You see the few ingredients that we put in this bad boy and it's how fabulous it is?
Oh my God.
Those coconut cream girls, the light coconut cream girl was dancing with the regular coconut cream girl that doesn't have any sugar. Then Bob's Milk came and said, listen, I know how to do a little salsa too. Girl.
This is delicious. My grandmother couldn't have done any better.
Really?
This is
Oh
fabulous.
my God, that's like such a compliment. Rebecca, not because I made it, because I know I could be very self-absorbed. But when something's not right, I'll let you know, okay? Because I'm very picky about what I eat. But this to me,
it's wonderful.
and then the cream of the coconuts, but it's such a clean taste. And I think because I'm too guilty of buying like these box puddings that you buy in the supermarket and you add a little bit of milk, and that has all kind of weirdness and food colorings and artificial this and that. And this is all, you saw what I did, it's total natural stuff, natural ingredients. And it's just the right sweetness. It's not too sweet, not undersweet. We're gonna sign off. Thanks for coming. Bye.